Good afternoon, my viewer, wherever you are. First and foremost, apologies for starting our show 25 minutes late past the time. Actually, it's 26 minutes past 2 p.m. as we had said it earlier. Apologies. Welcome. My name is Stella Brenda Ochieng. Always on Saturdays, we tell you from Super Squad TV Burudani Show. We always have a show called Strength of a Woman. Today, it's a pleasure to have a guest in studio, a woman I love so much. She's called Juliana. Juliana Olayo has so many titles that really impress me. Juliana is a youth representative, actually an elected youth representative. She is an humanitarian. She is a social worker, which is actually that is actually her in overall. She's a social worker. Today we are talking about the challenges and the effects of COVID-19. This pandemic is a really stress internationally. As a woman, somebody will be asking, why do we have Juliana in the show? She is a woman that is ensuring at this pandemic time, being a family counselor too, she's trying to use her strengths. She's trying to use her occupation. She's trying to use her time to ensure she counsels the depressed. There are a lot of effects that we're going to talk about that has come across ever since Corona became part of us. And today, I just take time to welcome you to Super Squad TV. Yes, Juliana.
It's always a pleasure to serve the community.
Yes.
So my name is Juliana Olayo, as introduced, and it's a pleasure. I am so happy about what you guys are doing, and that's what we call collective responsibility.
Exactly.
Yes. So I'm super humbled.
Thank you.
Proud of you guys.
Thank you, Juliana. Somebody is watching there and should really want to know who actually is Juliana by name and just more of what I have said, because I said you are a social worker, you are a humanitarian, you are a family counselor, you are an elected youth representative. All these titles in one woman. Kindly just take us through every bit of your occupation, every bit of your title, so that my viewer back at home would actually find the pleasure to ask questions, because we even have those who are affected. The parts of the effects that we want to talk about today, there is somebody viewing and she or he is going through them. They would have questions for you. Kindly just looking at our camera there, because my viewer is just watching. Kindly take us through Juliana in person.
Okay, so Juliana Olayo is one person who's really passionate about the community and the people living in it as a whole. We have the boy child, we have the woman, we have the men that I value so much, because I'm also a boy child ambassador, because I just came to realize that, you see, a society that has men that are not stable is a depressed society. So that is why, as I have been engaging myself in a lot of activities, I've always been super passionate about the boy child. So my responsibilities have come in line to networking. When I started when I was a teenager, I started doing community activities. I've been doing community activities in school. So it's something that when you start, you cannot let go of. Because when you say, today I'm going to do this, tomorrow another problem comes in, and it goes on like that. So what I did, I was able to go to school for issues in regards to community development. And it's something that I have never stopped doing. You see, with the community, you never stop working.
Exactly.
It's like a round clock. It goes on and on and on. Because you see, in our community, we have issues that crop in day by day. Mm-hmm. We have rape, we have unemployment, we have family domestic violence. We have so much.
Yes.
So when I went for community development, it's because I was volunteering then.
Yes.
So when it came to networking and I was able to be elected as a youth voice,
Yes.
it's something that I have grown and I have never stopped doing. Because I came to realize, you see, as much as we have youth in the community, we have young people that are family men. We have young people that are family women. We have fathers at 18.
Yes.
We have fathers at 17. We have fathers at 30.
True.
So when I started doing, I also went and did an extra course in regards to counseling. Because I came to realize, as much as we are talking about crime, about rape, all these things, they are family related. So that is how Juliana came into place. I do a lot of things. I don't like describing myself into one particular thing. But one thing I am passionate about is my humanity or humanitarian activities and the passion for just enabling a happy family.
Yeah.
So every time I try, I do my best. So there's one thing that I do. I do free counseling. Yes. Free. Because people cannot afford counseling. I came to realize sometimes someone would come into the office and just wants to talk. They just want you to listen to them. And it's charged, you see?
Yeah.
So like you see, I came to realize at the grassroots level, we have young people that are suffering but don't have money to go and have counseling sessions because it's about 2,500 going up. Yeah. So I started doing free counseling. So when I started, I thought it's going to be a youth thing.
Yes.
Then it continued that everybody wants to be listened to. Sometimes we counsel even people that are older than us, but have challenges with their teenagers. So that's how I became a family mentor. And I don't believe in perfection because there is no perfection. If we say that we want to raise a perfect society, we will be wrong. And that is why a lot of things are going wrong in the community.
True.
Because we have parents out here who are trying to raise perfect children. So if they can't do it, there becomes a problem in the families. Yeah. So there is no love, there's no connection, and that's where we come in. We come as the bridge for youth in government and for youth outside government, at homes, in the community, at workplaces, and that's who I am, in a nutshell.
Thank you so much, Juliana. I hope you're noting that, and I'll be glad to sample some of your questions, my viewer, and actually pose them to Juliana today for response. Thank you so much, Juliana, for that introduction of yourself. And just straight to it, mainly you mentioned being a family, being a counselor, and you work with a community-based, you're a community-based social worker. And apart from just counseling, what are other initiatives that you as Juliana, as a woman, take at this pandemic time to ensure that the youth, to ensure that families out there are still back in track despite the challenges?
So thank you. One thing I've been doing,
yes.
You see, when COVID started, it's something that started like a surprise thing. But I didn't have a challenge much because it's something that I had already been doing. Issues in regards to advice, issues in regards to food distribution.
Yes.
Issues in regards to, we have sick people that are home and have got nobody to take care of them.
Exactly.
This is something we have been doing. They're called outreach programs. We've been visiting the sick. Those that cannot get their medicine, we go and pick them for them and ensure they get to them on time.
Yes.
So like, to me, as much as the COVID pandemic is here, one thing I will say is people are just seeing something that they had never seen in real sense, but we have many pandemics.
Yes.
Unemployment is a pandemic.
Sure.
A pandemic that is making people or families sleeping hungry every day. But there's one thing that is a bit impressive because, you see, we always have hungry people before.
True.
People are suffering in the slums.
Yes.
It's not even a COVID issue. It's something that goes on. But right now, it is only that the average mwananchi, someone who was affording maybe a meal or two, is when they're coming to realize that, oh, so people can sleep hungry. Yes, because they're out of jobs. So like, it is a voice that we should be there for each other. We should be our own brothers and sisters keeper.
Yes.
People sleep hungry. So like I'm telling people to take this COVID time as a lesson and change their lives.
Yes.
And do things differently. Like if you are lucky enough to go back to your jobs, you have been able to see how it is very stressful with people who don't have jobs, right?
Yeah.
So like we are calling for people to come in and support their brothers, their neighbors. You know, I was asking myself, how do people sleep with food stocked up in the fridge, in the stores, everywhere, and your neighbor is sleeping hungry? I normally get a bit surprised with that. So we are supposed to be in this together, and we are going to manage. We were expecting that the president will maybe come a few hours from now to speak to us and tell us maybe something good.
Yes.
But the question is, as much as people are going back to work, there are people that don't have jobs. Always be your brother's keeper. Always be your brother's keeper. So during COVID, I've been having food distribution.
Yes.
I thank God for my friends. Let me tell you, my Facebook friends are my blessings. Yeah. Those guys are a blessing because these are strangers. I have friends who follow me, friends who we've never met. Yeah. But for the last 40 days, we have been able to do food distribution. I don't know how it's been happening, but it's just the grace of God. And I just want to say, everywhere that I go, I want to bless my Facebook family. Because you see, people call us, people inbox us, people are given our numbers. Like, if someone gets someone who's angry, they give them your number or your Facebook account. Yeah. Talk to this person. So, like, we are the ones who are actually feeling it, because someone is here telling you, I want to commit suicide, I can't eat, and all that. So, like, it is the voice that we use that enables people to even get the food. So, like, it is a chain approach of people that are passionate. Yes. I have a few people who give, not because they have, but because they know how it feels to lack. Yes. And those are my kind of blessings. So we've been doing it, and I thank God.
That's a very important thing to note, that you have people who give not because they have, but because they know what it is to lack.
Yes.
I think our viewers, you can take that point as a very strong one for this show today.
Exactly. You find that you also just have a kg of flour, yes, of flour, just a kg. Yes. That is not enough. But you see the saints over sharing this one with somebody who lacks, who doesn't have completely.
Exactly.
That is marvelous.
Yes. Yeah, that's a very strong strong point to note. Yeah, it's a matter of how do we mitigate the effects around us. If we want to change society, start with your community or the people around you.
And the community is your neighbor, your friend,
your friends,
yes, your family.
Yeah, your family. Yeah. So the people you see around you. I think I love that. As the director of the show, may you carry on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Roy Captain there and Juliana, for just what you told us. Let me now move to the challenges. Actually, that is the theme of today, and actually our topic today. When you look at the challenges and effects, I would like to know more from you, because being a counselor, being a youth representative too, we could be limited ourselves. As a Stella, I could be limited to just joblessness. That is an effect that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought upon. We also have, apart from joblessness, we have depression now because of the effects. Apart from, paying of rent has been a real effect. You see, others have lost their homes, okay? Others have been chased away. What are some of the effects? I'm very sure you have on a daily basis. There are a lot of problems. There are a lot of issues that you have to tackle, okay? That you have to actually make appointment to counsel somebody over this, and that. And you find whatever you want to tackle is an effect of COVID-19. What are some of the challenges apart from just what we know? What are some of the things you help the public battle?
First of all, I'd love to talk about something that is quite painful.
Yes.
It's it's very sad. I have received a few calls that a lot of young girls are being raped right now as they walk around just trying to get food.
Yes.
We have mothers that are sick.
Yes, sickling mothers.
They are bedridden. Some are giving birth right now. There
Yes.
are calls that we are getting. You know, the hospital is not keeping mothers in the hospital they keep them for a day and send them home.
Yes.
So like you find someone has got a CS. I've got cases, I've got calls of people that are coming from the hospital. Someone gets home.
Yes.
Someone is being waited for by a padlock on the door
Yes.
because they have not paid rent.
Just to interact you, when you talk about mothers giving birth, I want to just ask something. What about a woman who has no maternity fee? Sometimes when you get to hospital, there's some small fee. I know there's free delivery, but it's never free in Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there situations where a mother is forced, because of lack of finance, to actually deliver from home?
I'm telling you, right now, people are not seeing what's happening at night. You see, after the curfew, after 7, we receive a lot of calls
Yes.
of people that are giving birth in the house,
But you can't move.
but they cannot move. You find also the people that are offering them transport services are afraid of reaching them
Yes.
because of the issue of police
Yes.
brutality. So like it has been a major challenge. We have people that have been sick at night and they cannot move. But the administration police have really helped, especially the chiefs, because there are numbers they gave that if there's an issue within the jurisdictions, we have their contacts and they call, they get for us ambulances. It has been a teamwork approach. So that has been a major challenge.
Yes.
You see, like, the good thing about Nairobi is, like, we have issues in Pumwani maternity. Being able to work in hospitals for a while, at least we have contacts of people, of ambulances that are given by Red Cross, by MSF, that really support us when we are in need or when
Yes.
there is a rape case. I'm telling you, things happening out here is just crazy. I have been called for issues of families that are breaking up because the breadwinner is lacking.
Yes.
We have men that are going through so much. The other day, I had an issue of a guy, Unumoja,
Yes.
who we had just started his counseling. We had only done a session, but I think he was at the last point, and he was able to throw himself in front of a train, and that's how we lost him. And it was
Sorry,
because
so
of
sorry.
issues in regards to
Yes.
COVID-19. Because you see, there are people who don't have jobs, but we have these factories like industrial area.
Yes.
I'm telling you, people from Dandora, from Lakisama, everywhere, like they depend on these factories that are within EPZ, that are within industrial area. We have these bars, we have restaurants. So imagine
Yes.
all these people are home, and you know what the bosses did? Because it's something that happened as a surprise. They told them, you go home, we will call you when things get okay.
Yes.
But this person didn't have rent. And you see, another challenge that we have faced is things are very expensive.
True.
So you find someone does not have savings. Because at what point do you save? You're earning peanuts. You have children to take to school. Things are very expensive. There's no price control.
True.
This shop sells something at 100, the other one at 120, the other one at 150.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the mwananchi.
True.
So that is one thing we normally try to communicate, even to Parliament, as we are doing policies and trying to support bills and everything.
Yes.
You see, the youth in Kenya are at a very bad place, because everywhere they go to get a job, they are told, come with experience. Come with the experience of 4 years. Someone doesn't even have a job.
Yeah.
They have gone to school. Then there's COVID.
Yes.
And there are people that have to go out. They eat from hand to mouth, hand to mouth.
True.
So right now they don't have a hand to mouth. As much as they try to go out to beg, I really feel pity for the boy child. Because you see, as a lady, maybe I would talk to my fellow lady or even a guy and tell them, I'm hungry, my daughter has not fed.
Yeah.
They would help me.
Yeah, somebody would send you something, a token. Somebody
But
would.
for a guy,
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
telling
difficult.
you, mwanaume tu aende kuomba mwanaume mwenzake,
You're like Buddha. Niko
anaoneshwa,
mbaya.
boss, unajua pia wewe itabidi ung'ang'ane kama wanaume wengine.
Hata huku ni kunoma.
Na huyu mtu
Yeah.
kwa nyumba anangojwa na watu kama 3.
Yeah.
Hawajakula.
Yes.
And I've come to realize children love their fathers very much.
Yes.
So they are like their role models. So if a dad comes home and the daughter wants something, I'm telling you, they feel so pained.
Uh-huh.
So it is making the fathers to be depressed. And that's one thing I've realized, because a lot of clients ni wanaume
True.
that are coming for counseling now.
Yes.
And I'm afraid because, people are happy. They are saying they are waiting for the president to open. But one thing people should know is, even the companies that had employed these people must be able to stabilize themselves first.
Yeah.
So the economy still is going to be at a bad place. So the government must come in. One thing that I'm surprised is, we have seen on TV, a lot of companies have given money to the government.
Yeah. Actually, it streams live sometimes.
Hey.
Yeah, the contributions, 50 million.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Before news, you would see all that coming in.
Yes.
But my question is,
where is the money?
where is the money? And,
What has it
it's
done?
a challenge to the government.
What has it done?
What is the money doing? And at the end of the day, you find when they are doing allocations of these funds,
Yes.
they are allocating on things that are a bit funny. Mask, sanitizer.
When we have basic needs like food, shelter. Yes.
Simply because mtu mmoja ataenda apatiwe tenda ya 20 billion.
Uh-huh.
So you see, in this money, this 20 billion that could have come to feed people that are needy is being spent wrongly.
Yeah.
And also there was an issue the other day of where is the money. So one thing I want to challenge the Mwananchi is, you should be people that ask questions. Don't just sit, because people used to abuse Boniface Mwangi a lot, and telling activists, you people, you get paid. No, those people sometimes they can decide to sit and do their own thing, but they choose to be a voice, because the day that voice goes down, people will suffer more. So if people don't start talking from their positions, I'm telling you, Kenya is going to be in a mess. And right now, the same people that used to tell Boniface Mwangi, you guy ni pesa unakula, are the ones that are on his page saying, Buddha, umenyamaza tunanyanyaswa,
they're now feeling the pinch of it.
So I would advise Kenyans to kill double standards and start asking questions.
Very important. As I may interrupt our guest Juliana.
Yes, Papa.
Ali bin Kubo is saying you deserve to represent a people in the parliament. That's a wonderful cause you're doing there. If ever, karibu sana all the way from Europe. Yes, as I'm saying this, the Kenyan people, you have to be a voice too. Do not wait until we all go down for anyone to speak up. Juliana is just but one voice. Stella Brenda Uchieng is just but one voice. But we need your voice too, my voice. We need to reach out. Due to that fact, I'm urging you all to share this live video. Let it reach so many people, because whatever you're saying tonight, this afternoon is very important, and people ought to have listened. Share this video to reach so many people, so that they can get this fact that we are talking this afternoon with Juliana Olayo, the youth leader and humanitarian on board. Yes, keep it locked. We are still going on. This is Super Squad Production TV, stepping live from Nairobi, Kenya. Carry on.